Hi, it's Doug Wolf with Keller Williams Realty in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Today we're going to be bringing you a market update for the cities of Norfolk, Virginia Beach, and Chesapeake. These cities we're going to be covering specifically for the month of November 2011 and looking back 12 months to see what November 2010 looked like in comparison, see if we can get some trend lines. Also, we're going to talk about a little bit year to date. We're coming up on the end of 2011, so it will be interesting to see how those numbers pan out. If you're a buyer or a seller, this is certainly information that you should be using to help make an educated decision as to whether or not this is the right time for you to buy or to sell. But at the same time, you need to be getting more specific in reference to the subdivision inside the city and not just looking at the city overall numbers. We call that a CMA. It's called a comparative market analysis. You would certainly give me a call, shoot me an email, and I'll be more than happy to run a market analysis for you, help advise you on what the right direction is for you to go as far as buying or selling at this time in this market. So let's get to the numbers. We're looking at the city of Norfolk. The city of Norfolk for the month of November 2011 had 1,472 properties for sale in the month of November. That number is actually down 23% where it was last year at this time, which is a good sign. It's a good sign that we have lower inventory, lesser inventory than we carried 12 months ago. We're going to talk about why that's so important in a minute. The number of units that actually sold in the month of November in Norfolk, 165 properties sold in the month of November. And that number is actually up 19%. So last year at this time, that number was considerably less, almost 20% less. Another good sign. The median sold price is $145,000 for the city of Norfolk. $145,000 is the median sold, and that's 15% less than where it was 12 months ago. So we've got some good news and some not so good news. Homes are selling, inventory's down, but the sold price, what homes are selling for, is still in a declining market. That price has not leveled out yet. We've consistently seen it decline over the last 12 months, and we don't see any reason for it to stop yet, mainly because of short sales and foreclosures. Our month's number of inventory, and this is where everything comes into play, is still at 8. It was at 8 last month. The month before, it was at 9, August and July. So we're still seeing the month's number of inventory at an 8. And generally what that means, anything between a 3 and a 6 months of inventory is pretty much a normal market. We're at 8, so it's still a little high, which is a good sign for buyers. Buyers here still have the ability to take advantage of this market. For sellers, obviously this information tells us for you to be realistic in selling your home, you're going to recognize it could take 8 months unless you price it right. And then you're one of the 165 homeowners that actually sold your property in the month of November. We're going to be looking at the exact same numbers now for the city of Virginia Beach. 2,733 properties were on the market in the city of Virginia Beach in November. That number down 22%, much like Norfolk. That's a great sign. The number of units sold, 399 properties sold in the month of November, just shy of 400. That number is off by 0.75%. So pretty much exactly where we were a year ago. So that's a good sign. That's a good trend line right there, 0.75%. Median sold price, $230,000, and the percentage of change for that, the median sold price, is only a negative 4.17%, 4%, off of where it was last year. That's a good sign for the city of Virginia Beach. And the even better news is we're at a solid 6 months of inventory, which is right on the cusp of a normal market versus a strong buyer market or a strong seller market. Very, very good signs for the city of Virginia Beach and the recovery there. So good news. Obviously, if you want to sell your home in the city of Virginia Beach, you need to price it properly, just like in the city of Norfolk. The city of Chesapeake, same numbers, 1,859 number of units for sale in the city of Chesapeake for the month of November. That number down A little over 6%. So they're carrying a pretty steady inventory right in the 1800s last year at this time as well as this year. 206 properties actually sold in the month of November in Chesapeake. That number is down 2.37%, 2%. Not much to talk about there. That's a good sign. The median sold price, $229,750. And the percentage of change for the median sold price in the city of Chesapeake is just 0.24%. So we are seeing the price has started to level out, started to maybe hit a place where it's going to stay for a while and then start to go back up again. That's not what's happened right now, but it's certainly looking much more favorably than it did in the last few months. But the months of inventory is still at 8, which is still a buyer's market, a strong buyer's market. The months are 8, and it's been pretty consistent in Chesapeake for it to consistently be in the months of 8. So good news all around for the average numbers year to date in each city. They look very, very similar to where we were in the month of November. So it's been pretty consistent, and that's a great sign. We're looking for consistency in this market. My name is Doug Wolf. If you'd like more information, if you'd like a copy of this printout, I'll be more than happy to email it to you. Just certainly give me a call, 757-515-4728. Or you can certainly shoot me an email, dougwolf@bettercalldoug.com, or visit the website for some more live data feeds. And that is also dougwolf@bettercalldoug.com. The website is bettercalldoug.com. Make it a great day. We'll be back with December's report in January. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.